Spacey Sims, and we're back for more Kitty Love. Again, that's not, I don't know if that's ever going to stop being slightly creepy, but anyway, we're back. We are halfway through, at least, maybe to the end, of chapter 4 in Takuma's route. So we're definitely halfway through his route, because there's only 9 chapters, so I kind of like that it's not super long. You've got 5 routes. So, but I like the fact that it's not like, okay, so 20 parts, we're finally finished with one route. I don't mind that they're a little bit shorter. You know what I mean? Also, because if you think about it, if it was like a 50-part game, kind of be a slog. It'd be kind of hard because translation's a little awkward. So, knowing it's a little bit shorter, it's not that. I think it makes it easier to get through. It's not terrible. It's really not. There are awkward moments, but I can only imagine if you 50 hours later, you're like, well, I don't want to do this anymore. It'd be painful. You know what I mean? And it could also feel like it's going a lot quicker. Because, we've only 2 parts and we're halfway through his route. But, so we might have 2, maybe 3? Really depends on where we get in this one. That's not really that bad, but it also goes a little bit faster because I don't know. I guess I can't really say it's going faster because it's kind of enjoyable. It's cute, you know? But it's also going faster because it's short. I don't know. There's some games you're like, oh my god, I can't believe that's over, and we played it for 3 months. But I don't mind shorter games once in a while. You know what I mean? I'm not going to complain. If I'm paying $80 for a game, it better be longer than 10 hours. But I don't really remember how much this one cost, and I'm okay with it being shorter. You know what I mean? We need a shorter, quick, kind of light game once in a while. So anyway, we're going on our second date. Date in quotes, because we don't really know what it is. He's going out with his staff. He just doesn't want the cat to get jealous of his human girlfriend, but Takuma, two-timing me and my cat self. Weird. Anyway, the shop is closed today, but I woke up inside the shop as usual. I went back home once and went out again in the afternoon. I texted him saying I went to the shop to pick up things I forgot, and the cat left the shop. But I might have sounded suspicious. While I was waiting for Takuma, I was thinking about it with my arms crossed. If I say I'll visit the shop on the day off too, then I'll say I should rest properly. Hello? When I was thinking deeply, I heard a familiar voice. When I turned around, Mr. Saijo was standing there. Mr. Saijo! Hello! What a coincidence!
Yes, I think the shop is closed today, isn't it? Are you going out somewhere?
Yes, I'm going to... When I started talking, someone tapped my shoulder. Sorry to keep you waiting. Hello, Takuma.
Hello, Mr. Saijo. Are you out for shopping? Yes, I have some urgent things to buy. You two must be really close to go out on your day off.
Mr. Saijo smiled again.
I don't want to disturb you, so I'm going now.
He bowed gently and left.
Shall we?
Yeah. The super slow transitions worries. I'm always like, why is it broken? It's not, it's just that it's weird. The cafe looked brighter with lots of houseplants.
Do you normally have flowers at your place?
When I heard his question, I remembered the small plants with the fresh color.
I have small golden pothos. I like the color of the leaves. What about you? I have a coffee tree and a silk tree.
I see. Silk tree is the one that closes its leaves when it sleeps, right? Maybe I should try that too. While we were talking, our cake set and coffee arrived. Of course the cake I ordered is cheesecake covered with fruit and sauce. It was nicely decorated. You just ruined cheesecake by covering it with fruit and sauce, I'm sorry. Cheesecake is either plain or with melted peanut butter on it, that's it. Wow, it looks delicious. I cut the cake into mouth-sized piece. I saw Takuma watching. Do you want to try?
Huh? No, it's okay. I feel bad.
You shouldn't. It's their recommendation, so why don't you try some? I handed over the fork.
Okay, I'll try some.
Takuma took the fork and put the cake in his mouth. It made him smile.
It's really good. Sorry I took the first bite.
It's okay. I took the fork from Takuma and took a bite. It was really soft and moist, and the sweetness spread inside my mouth.
It's so good! I smiled towards Takuma, who was having a coffee. I stopped again. Oh, another indirect kiss. I looked at the fork and looked at Takuma, who's having coffee. He doesn't realize that I looked at him. I started to talk to him to avoid awkwardness. You know, it's good that the customer introduced the shop. I stopped having a cake and reached for a teacup. I had a glance at Takuma. I want to know about Takuma. If it's something less serious, would he answer me? Takuma, what's your favorite food? My favorite food? Mapo tofu. I sometimes make it myself. Do you like cooking? Yeah, before I moved out from my house, I learned from my mom and my grandma. I see. Takuma looked at my face peacefully. Takuma? Oh, nothing. It's nice that you care about your family. Thank you very much. What have I done? Maybe I shouldn't have talked about the family. I took a sip of tea with a bit of worry. He doesn't seem to look upset at all. I was relieved and started having the cake again. I'm sorry you took care of the bill again. It's no problem. Did you like it? Yes. Good. The coffee was good too, and I liked it. Yeah, I want to come back here again. I was walking with Takuma and stopped at the crossing. When I look around to check the street, I felt like my shoulder was grabbed and stopped moving. Huh? The light was green, but there was a motorbike passing quickly right in front of me. Oh no. Thank you very much. And that was close. Let's go.
See, it's something awkward like that, where, like, he grabs her shoulder to stop her from and you know exactly what happened. You totally get the insinuation. But with a little bit of editing, it would be like, you know, as I was about to cross, Takuma grabbed my shoulder. You know, so I had to stop from moving. Just then a motorbike. And you're like, oh, okay. And then you know what I mean? But like, you know it's happening, but it's like, that's just an awkward way of saying it. And you feel like it's not painting the picture. You know what I mean? It's like a half-painted picture when they, like, don't do a little bit of editing with the thing, but... And look, she's got giant derpy eyes, but it's because she's in shock, and it's still cute. Like, okay. So, like, this may not be the best translated game, and it may be one of the shorter ones. The art's cute, but she's cute. Like, I'm okay with her. Like, she's got saucer kind of eyes, but they're not... He's kind of got saucer eyes in this, let's be honest right now. So, like... It's not like... Looking at you, Hakuoki. Fucking Chizuru's eyes are like the size of her fucking face. You're like, I hate you, stop looking, you're stupid looking. She's cute. She's got her giant eyes and she's cute. Plus, I kind of like her little bob hair. I'm not gonna lie. They always have like the long hair, or they have this hair, but it's longer underneath like a fucking jellyfish. I don't understand why. Nobody wants jellyfish hair. It's like a fucking modern mullet and it's just terrible and I don't know why they do it. Stop doing it. Rat tails and mullets are not sexy, Japan. Don't do it. Just stop. Like, stop. You know what I'm talking? Colyrex Malus, her fucking jellyfish hair. I hate that. Like, why is it like all... It's not like just short in the front and longer in the back, you know, where it's like supposed to be layered. It's literally like short all the way around, but then there's an underlayer that's like thick and long. If you cut your hair like that, do you know how stringy and like a mess your hair would look like? Unless you have super thick hair, but like my hair would just look disgusting because my hair is very fine and thin. So like, no. Stupid as shit. And it just... Jellyfish hair is not sexy. It's just making me angry. Giant eyes and jellyfish hair. No! Stop! Anyway. Takuma took his hand away from my shoulder and took my hand. He took my hand and we went across the street. Takuma's hands are big. I kept on thinking about the hand that was taking mine. But when we finished crossing, he looked at me. If you don't mind, do you want to go for a walk? Sure. He was still holding my hand. I didn't want to stop, and I grabbed his hand back. I didn't want him to stop. Takuma looked surprised. This street doesn't have many cars, so do you want to go to that street? Takuma tried to point somewhere else to hide. Sure. I can hear the sound of my heart, and noticed we went into the narrow street. Oh, and nodded. Then we went to the street. Okay, I didn't read that, like, I don't know. Anyway, my heart was pounding. I nodded. We went down the street, basically. We went inside the street where many little shops were. There was a place with a cat ornament. Takuma, do you want to go there? They look like they have cat knickknacks. Okay, I'm sorry, but do you see that fat little white cat on that fucking back shelf? That shit's cute, and I want it. I don't even know what the fuck it is. It's just like a weeble wobble. It won't fall down. That's adorable. The little black cats on this front shelf look angry. I want that fat, round, stupid derby looking like, looks like an egg with ears. That's what I want.
When I opened the white, classical-looking door, the shop staff greeted us. It was larger than I expected at the back. Inside the shop, there were many products with animal motifs and other interior goods. Oh, Takuma! There's a pen with a white cat. The knob area has a detailed white cat. I tried using it a little bit. This is really cute. I'm gonna go and buy this. I want to have this too. Do you mind having matching pens? Takuma seemed shy and smiled, and it made me smile.
That's fucking adorable. He's like, do you care for pens match? No, okay. Okay. Spacey's been playing these games too long because it's like your pens match. Who cares? There's a part of my brain that's like, who would care about matching pens? But then there's me like, that's so cute. I want to have matching pens too. But it is like, do you care if we have matching pens? No. Like, why would I care if we had matching pens? Like, I did still, again, like, some people be like, why are you copying me? But it's just, there's part of me underneath that's like, that's so adorable. We're gonna have matching pens. We might as well just get married now. I got problems. I got a million problems, and this is like 99 of them. Sure.
Good. Then I'll get it for you. Huh? No, I'll feel bad. Takuma smiled gently and he continued. Is this something you can use on the hair? Takuma took out the pale pink ribbon from the jar. Yeah, it's for a ponytail or headband. Do you think it'll look nice on her? What do you think? I realized when he said her, he was talking about when I was a cat. I think she'll look nice. It's really weird to say it looks good on me. I think it's a good length too. I'll go and get these. Can you wait a little bit here? Sure, thank you very much. I bowed at Takuma when he was about to go to the counter and looked at the ribbons.
Yeah, so like chapter 3 was really short because they're about half an hour-ish.
Before turning in for the night, where the fuck are we? Before turning in for the night, we left the area. I turned into a cat in the usual park and was on my way to the shop. It was really fun today. I was happy that I was able to understand Takuma a little bit more. I was thinking about how we were talking at the cafe today. That's why I shouldn't have talked about family. He said he was brought up in a complicated family. But when he talks about his grandmother, he looked happy. Maybe he was raised by his grandmother. I was able to see the lights from the shop. When I looked into the shop from the door, Takuma was checking on the houseplant. Meow! When I made a noise, Takuma wiped his hand with a towel and came over. Good evening. I was waiting for you. I have a present for you today. I was carried by Takuma and felt embarrassed that I wanted to hide my face. I know what that is. Takuma took me to the counter. There was the pen with the white cat. Oh, this? It's the matching pen with my staff. I bought it because this one looks like you. I was happy that he started using it immediately, and I rubbed my head to his arm. Are you happy? As he said that, Takuma sat down on the stool and placed me on his lap. He's trying to look for something inside his apron.
It's really weird, though, because she's like, oh, he's using the pen. He's like, I bought it with my staff. I'm going out with my staff member. You'd think that he would actually be talking to the cat a little bit more like, oh, my friend, or, you know, my staff member, Spacey, and then, like, talk about us more to the cat. Like, because, like, look, if you were a lonely dude that ran a flower shop and you were in love with the girl that worked there, wouldn't you be talking about her to the cat? Like, she's really cute. I think I like her, and we have matching pens now. And is that weird? Should we get married? Would you be jealous? Are you okay with that? You should meet her. You've met her before. You're okay with her? Like, I don't know. You know what I mean? I don't know. I don't have romantic discussions with my bird either, but I wouldn't imagine being like my staff member. If I was like, I'm in love with him. We're going to get married. You're going to have a new bird dad. Like, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, that's 100% what I would say. So, anyway.
When I entered the shop, I thought this would suit you. From his pocket, there was a pale pink ribbon poking out. He tied it around my neck,
The one that we were already wearing, but let's just pretend we weren't.
It's tickling my neck. Meow.
So see, look, she's wearing it already, but we're supposed to pretend that he just gave it to us.
Takuma's index finger and middle finger is placed in between the ribbon and my neck. It didn't hurt. Meow. It's not too tight. Oh, you look very cute. You look adorable. My one and only princess. Takuma held me gently. And then this, you're like, and this is why you're never going to fall in love with me as a human, because you love me as a cat. Sure, okay. I could hear his low voice around my ear. My fur on my back and my tail was standing up. Takuma started laughing when he saw how I reacted. He stroked my head. Oh no, my heart is pounding so hard. I want to run from him, but I don't want to run. I should just sleep. I closed my eyes. We don't spend a lot of time with him as a cat. I woke up inside the shop the next morning. I quickly gathered my stuff and went back to my place to prepare for today. When I went back to the shop, Takuma asked me about the cat, but I explained that she ran away again. In the morning, there were endless customers visiting, and it was finally calming down around the early evening. We finally sat down to take a break. Oh, I put the ribbon on her last night. What did you think? It was really cute. I felt awkward saying that, but I tried to smile. When I look at her carefully, she has pinkish fur, too. Yeah, her eye color's very nice, too. She's really beautiful, you know? Sure. Ugh, it's awkward. Speaking of which, you do look similar to her, don't you? My heart jumped. How should I answer? Probably I don't think so. Maybe. Probably your imagination. I mean, I feel like, I don't think so. I don't think so. He is giving you an indirect compliment. Like, you kind of look like her, and we are the cat. So saying, like, I don't think so, kind of makes him sound like he's a crazy person. Probably your imagination is a good response to brush off the awkwardness. That's just your imagination. Let's not talk about this again. But yeah, maybe. Like, is like yeah, she's beautiful and I'm beautiful and you love me, right? Because we're the same thing, so. It might not be right, but I feel like, okay. Is the first answer always the right one for him? Because I feel like that we always choose the top one. And it's always, look, game. At least mix them up a little and make me, like, have to question it. When you say that, we might look similar. Right? You know, around your eyes. Probably just in general. I looked away from Takuma. Takuma didn't even care how I reacted. He was still smiling and started to prepare for the delivery. I'm gonna go for the delivery. Sure, see you later. After I sent Takuma off with a smile, I sighed. I guess I'm getting better at acting. There was a customer coming, so I went back to work. We finished closing today, so I was waiting at the park bench for the transformation. I'm getting used to this pattern of life, but the problem is how to break the spell. I placed my bag on my lap, and I was looking up at the sky, crossing my arms. There was a police car passing with a sound. Police car? While I was following the lights on the car passing, I transformed into a cat. I think I can smoothly transform. I checked myself by looking at my foot, and I left the park to go towards the shop. There's a police car! Oh no, Mr. Fujimoto's after us. When I got to the shop, there was regulars talking with Takuma in front of the shop. I guess it's getting rougher around here. You know, like a kidnappers. Like a kidnappers? Like kidnappers? I was looking at them, but they don't recognize me. You have a girl staff too, right? You'll be worried for her on her way back home. Yeah, I let her know to go somewhere brighter. Yeah, I think you should. I'll go now. Good night. Good night. Thank you. After Takuma sent the regulars off, he sighed and looked around. Is he looking for something? I jumped out from behind wherever the hell we were hiding and went towards Takuma. Meow. Oh, there you are. Good. You were late, so I was worried. Takuma crouched and opened his arms. I jumped towards him. I drank the water that Takuma normally prepares for me, and I stayed on top of Takuma's lap. You know, I was talking with one of my regulars, but it's getting rough around here these days. Well, we sometimes do overtime, so I'm worried about my staff. Maybe I should get a personal alarm for her. When I look up, Takuma was sighing, and he started tickling my neck. Takuma, you're worrying too much. When I rubbed my cheek on his arm, Takuma's expression became peaceful. Am I worrying about her too much? But it's difficult not to care about her. I understood something after I started going out with her. I think I'm attracted to her. This is so cute and awkward, but adorable. It's awkward because he's talking about us like,
After I started going out with her, I'm hanging out, yeah, because going out literally sounds like, after we started going out, I realized I actually am interested in this person I am dating. I mean, I hope so. But like, you know, anyway. Oh? I was really surprised and tried to remain calm. I want to know about her, and I want her to know about me. Takuma. Meow. Meow. I used to be a troublemaker when I was in middle school. I had lots of fights and going around on a motorbike. I was quite bad. I just find that so hard to believe. Look at him, he looks so sweet and innocent. This time I couldn't stay calm, and I looked towards Takuma. One time, I hurt the one I had a fight with. Because of that incident, he wasn't able to be on the school sports team. Now he looks like a punk. Look at his face. He's like, yeah, fucking punch that bitch. Like, I'm that kind of human, so I don't think I have the right to like her. When I look at Takuma, he looked very painful and was biting his lip. Takuma, please don't look that sad. I put my nose to Takuma's arm, and our eyes met. Thank you. It's only to you that I can talk about these things. I was watching him quietly, and Takuma looked like he was about to cry. I woke up with the sound of birds and the beams of light. I can't get Takuma's expressions away from last night. I can't imagine the Takuma from now that he had a past like that. Okay, I get what that's saying. Like, I can't imagine the Takuma that I know has a past like that. Get it? While I was trying to organize my thoughts, I looked at the window. But even if he has a past like that, I think I can admire how he works for his shop. I remember how much he was working. I hope I was able to express my feelings. Also, people change, and you were a rough kid in middle school, but you've changed. That's the important part. I sighed and remember what Takuma said to me. Takuma thinks about me. My face is hot. I covered my cheek with both of my hands. I was thinking about how I was talking with Takuma. I went back to myself and I looked at the time. Oh shoot, I have to go back home. Anyway, I should do my best today. I got up from the sofa and ran out from the shop. After I finished preparing and went to the shop, he arrived at the same time. We each changed and went back to the shop. There are many people passing by today and it looks like it'll be very busy. I was checking the flowers and also checked Takuma's expression. I hope Takuma's alright. Takuma was working around the counter. I can't see any expression like yesterday. It was like usual. When I think about his face, I remember about what he said yesterday. It doesn't feel awkward, but I kept on thinking about him. I don't know how to talk to him. Aw. I was way too occupied thinking about things that I got a thorn stuck in my right finger. Takuma, I'm sorry, do you have a band-aid? I held my right hand with the left. I went closer to the counter and talked to Takuma. I was thinking something else, and I got pricked by the rose thorn. Takuma reached out for my hand. Oh no, are you alright? It doesn't hurt? A little, but it's alright. The thorn is out. Oh, why don't you wash your hand? I'll clean your wound. Okay. He opened the door, so I went through and washed my finger with the tap water from the back room. I washed it. Give me your hand. I placed my right hand to his left hand. It was very warm and made my heart pound. When I touch him, I feel relieved. This hand makes the beautiful bouquet and display. I don't think it's a hand that only picks fights. I guess it'll be all right now. But thank you very much. I have to concentrate now. I went back to where I was working before, but I kept on thinking about Takuma. My fingers, my hands are ripped because I keep thinking about shit. He said he doesn't have the right to have a family, but I don't think that's right. I hope I can tell that to Takuma. I tried not to sigh too much and started working. Towards the evening at the shopping street, Mr. Kawahara comes to the shop again. I have to rush making the bouquet. You know it, you see it, like you already know he's coming. You should just have the bouquet ready and be like, bam. And he's like, yeah, you are. I'm not slow this time, bitch. I've wasted a fuck ton of flowers making bouquets for you. Oh, wait a minute. I'll make this today. So can you finish the payment? Takuma stopped me from preparing, but you shouldn't use your finger much right now, all right? I can understand that he was worried. I grabbed his hand with both of mine. When I started working, I made a cut like this every day. There's no problem. I shook his hand and down, and then his arm is less tensed. I shook his hand and down, then his arm is less tense. That makes no fucking sense.
Okay. And then can you please make the bouquet?
Sure.
I'm sorry to keep you waiting, Mr. Kawahara. So the payment is...
Are you two together?
Huh? No, not really.
Takuma's face was getting really red. Huh. I was wrong. But you guys look like...
Mr. Kawahara, thank you for waiting.
Kawahara. I can't say his name. I really can't.
I created the bouquet faster than before and handed it to Mr. Kawahara. As Mr. Kawahara took...
Kawahara. I can't. I don't know why. I just can't. Anyway, took the bouquet and looked at my face. He looked at me. Oh, well. I saw something interesting, and here's the money. I don't need the change. I'll come back later.
We'll be waiting for you.
Thank you very much. He doesn't really have a good voice. We gotta figure something else for him, but...
What was that? I bowed and murmured. Takuma sighed and smiled. And that was surprising. He didn't need to say, I'll get something to drink from the back. You want some, right?
Sure. Thank you.
Takuma's embarrassed too, so it makes me embarrassed even more. I sighed and looked at Takuma leaving towards the back room. At night, I turned into a cat and went to the shop. Meow! I'm staying on top of Takuma's lap as usual and looked at what he was doing. I guess this is all good. I'm done for today. Takuma put his hands under both his arms and held me.
I think he meant under both my arms. Did I read that wrong? Anyway.
I got some water from Takuma and was placed back on his lap. I forgot to tell her to go home on a more lively street. Takuma looked at the clock inside the shop. Oh, we had so much work towards the end. I guess she's back by now, and if I text her, it would sound unnatural. Takuma, he really cares about me. I could feel my heart beat faster. I was curled up on his lap, and I tickled Takuma's arm with my tail. But Takuma looked depressed for a moment. I was surprised by his sudden change and looked at him. Takuma? He noticed that I was looking at him, and he smiled peacefully and stroked my head.
Okay, it's kind of funny because he's always like, my princess, I'm petting the cat, I'm talking about the cat. And I was like, oh no, I didn't tell Spacey to go home on a better street. And I'm like, it's okay. And he's like, oh yeah, hi kitty. We're stealing our love away from ourselves as a cat. I mean, you know what? I guess if you got to fight with someone, you might as well be fighting with yourself in cat form.
If I hadn't changed myself, I might have become a criminal by now. Takuma sighed a little and looked towards the door. And there was someone who helped me. Takuma smiled and talked to me, so I was listening. Helped him? And there was someone who told me that even if I do good things or bad things, there's always someone who's watching. I listened to him and I thought I should live seriously from now on. I see. I wonder who told him that. I was looking at him and he nodded. Remember the police officer on the street? His father told me that. Mr. Fujimoto?
Mr. Fujimoto Sr.? Mr. Fujimoto?
After the fight, I had bad injuries and Mr. Fujimoto brought me flowers. He came to visit me at the hospital. I see. When he brought me the flowers, I remember about my kind grandmother. Takuma stopped talking. As I was trying to listen to him and make him continue talking. My grandmother died before I got into middle school. I started being a mess afterwards.
This pouty face is so funny because it's so not him. It doesn't look like him. It's like, whatever. It kind of has a face like, yeah, so I did something bad. I don't care. No, I don't. Like he's pretending he doesn't care, but he does. But it's like, it so just doesn't. All the other little adorable faces, and then you got this one, and you're like, it just doesn't fit with him. His personality. It's so funny. Takuma stroked my back and took a breath. I want to tell my grandmother who loved flowers that I got my own flower shop. Takuma's voice was trembling. I touched his arm with my tail. But if I work harder and harder, people are trusting me more and more. But it made me feel more guilty. Takuma covered his eyes with his right hand. I don't think I could tell her. Takuma. The only thing I can do is to look at Takuma. Takuma, please don't cry. I was being stroked by Takuma and I was thinking of what to do. And we do nothing. Like, okie dokie.
I woke up again on the shop sofa. I opened my eyes and checked the time. I'd slept in a little more than yesterday. I looked towards the door and towards the floor. It made me frown. I can't just pretend that I didn't listen to him. What would Takuma think if I told him that I was the cat? I was going to the locker. I hope I can avoid telling him. But if this continues, I have to talk to him someday. I guess it's not the time yet. I understand Takuma was doing something in the past. I understand that he can't accept it and is still troubled by it. When I first heard about this, I was surprised, but I still respect him. I took out the white cat pen from the pocket of my apron and put it inside my bag. I really want you to not be worried. I wish I could tell him this when I'm a human. I don't know how to tell him. I was packing a bag to leave. And all of a sudden, he's just there. I quickly prepared at home and went to the shop as usual. The sun was out, and there's many people passing in front of the shop. It looks like it'll be busy today. There's a lot of reservation. I'll try my best to support him today. While I was working, I watched Takuma. Oh, how are you? Are you going somewhere today? I see. Today is... Takuma was talking to the customer as usual. I was watching him and still working. Hello? A new customer came, so I stopped working and went over there. Hi, I'll be there in a moment. I left the towel on the counter and went to the customer. Hello, how are you? Hello. Oh, that pen has a cat on it. That's cute. The customer looked at my pocket. I was happy that the customer complimented me. Thank you very much. I got it in a knick-knack shop. It was like love at first sight. It's really detailed. Oh, I saw a very cute black cat around the park nearby the other day. The black cat? Yeah, we don't see those around here much, right? I guess it's a newcomer. It had a very interesting eye color. Oh, that's the cat. My body was growing tense. What time did you see that cat? Maybe around evening, but it ran away almost immediately. I see. Oh, and I found a good Chinese restaurant the other day. I went there with my friends. Do you like Chinese food? Chinese food? That's Takuma's favorite. Yes, I love it. Whereabouts was it? Whereabouts was it? Whereabout was it? That's probably actually more... We say whereabouts was it, but that's not proper English, is it? Now that you, like, read that as... You're like, that does sound awkward. Whereabouts? Abouts? But, like, I'm not the only one that... I mean, no, everyone in my family says that. You know what I mean? Like, you know how you pick up phrases and things from your family and then you learn, like, that's not what normal people speak like. Like, whereabouts was it? We pluralize. I don't know why, and I just realized that, and now I realize how awkward that sounds. Weird. Anyway. It's on the other side of the station at the very back. It's not that expensive, and their lunch course is very good. I see. I should probably go. Oh, this is the flower. Thank you. See you around. Thank you very much. Hey, what were you talking about with that customer? The cat pen, and she said she found a cute cat in the park. And many people like cats a lot, and all the stray cats are comfortable to stay around here. Yeah, and there's a very nice Chinese restaurant on the other side of the station. Do you want to go with me? Oh, I'd love to, but is it really okay? Takuma nodded and smiled with a little hesitation. Sure, I enjoyed last time, so it'll refresh your mind a bit, and also there'll be maple tofu. Takuma looked a bit troubled, but he nodded. All right, sure. I have to be careful about the time. That restaurant has a good lunch course. Why don't we meet up for lunch? Lunch? And then, can we make it 1 p.m.? Sure, I'll see you at the station at 1. Phew, I was able to schedule for lunch. When I sighed secretly, there was another new customer coming. In the afternoon, Takuma went for a delivery, and I stayed inside the shop. He looked a lot more energetic than I thought. I remembered Takuma's expression and was wondering about the water bottle. Takuma's expression was wondering about the water bottle. What? There was the sound of a bicycle, and when I looked up, there was Mr. Fujimoto in his uniform. He stopped his bicycle in front of the shop. Hello. Hello, Mr. Fujimoto. Good to see you. Hi. It's not safe around here recently. I see. You should be careful walking by yourself at night. Yes, I'll try to pass through the busier street. Good. It's good to know. Mr. Fujimoto got off on the bicycle and looked at the display. On our display today, it's mainly Tweedia, and we used other cool colors, I'm guessing. It looks nice with the sunny weather outside. This is Tweedia, isn't it? Yes, if you mix with white rose, it looks more elegant. I see. Mr. Fujimoto turned around when he heard the sound of a motorbike. Welcome back. I'm back. Mr. Fujimoto, hello. Hello. Takuma's smile was a little bit awkward because of Mr. Fujimoto.
Because his dad, so he, I mean, obviously you think Fujimoto probably knows about Takuma's issues because, you know what I mean? But like, was he in school with him? Did he know it? Like, you know what I mean? Like, you're like, and also, that could be why, like, you know what I mean? That's that past thing. Or also, Takuma's like, you meet Mr. Fujimoto often? Yep, we just ran into each other, but I didn't say that. It was like, yeah, at the park. Awesome, okay. Like, he's like, were you on a date with him? Like, back off my girl, I'll beat your ass. I just can't see Takuma ever doing any of that. In middle school, maybe, but like now, like, good lord, no.
I should change the topic, otherwise Mr. Fujimoto will be suspicious. Mr. Fujimoto, these two flowers are both dahlia. Yes, even with the same dahlia, single flower and water lily type of blooming. Wait. Yes, even with the same dahlia, single flower and water lily type of blooming is very different that they would look like a completely different types of flower.
Even though they look different and they're different, they're actually the same type of flower. Something like that. I see. Really? I'm glad you do, because I don't. I don't know what I just said.
He nodded and looked at his watch.
Oh, I have to go now. Sorry to bother you.
You didn't. Please come back anytime.
Sure.
Mr. Fujimoto looked more relaxed.
I'll visit again.
Okay.
See ya, Takuma.
See ya. I bowed toward Mr. Fujimoto and waved at him.
He's a man of very few words. So is our other best friendo who we don't see anymore, but whatever.
Takuma, can I check something with you? I tried not to talk about Mr. Fujimoto and talked about something else. Takuma looked a little bit relieved and nodded. Sure. Should we go inside? I hope it worked. I was relieved and I went inside the shop with Takuma. We finished preparing for closing smoothly, so I was sitting on the bench and relaxed. There were many deliveries too, and he looked a little bit tired. I hope I can make him relax. I looked around and checked if there was anyone. I went behind the tree quietly.
It's gonna look a little weird when you like pop behind a tree and someone's like walking by and like, what the fuck was that girl doing jumping in the bushes?
I felt dizzy and I closed my eyes tightly. When I opened my eyes, I was already a cat. Good. I was walking from the park enjoying a nice breeze.
Uh-oh, Mr. Fujimoto's gonna kidnap us.
I was walking towards the shop as I was thinking back on the entire day. I'm so happy that I've asked for a date. I wish I could be closer to him like when I'm a cat, like today. I might not be able to do much, but I want to be helpful to Takuma. As I was thinking that, I swayed my tail. I can still hear lots of different sounds. I heard footsteps that I used to hear from ahead. It sounds far, but I can hear it now because I'm a cat. It's Takuma's footstep, right? Is it for his dinner? I ran towards the footsteps. I can see the person who's walking. Meow! You're here. You do go through this street. I came to pick you up. Takuma was still wearing an apron and crouched in front of me happily. Me? I didn't know where you were coming from, but this is the same route where I met you the first time. I see. I'm happy. Instead of answering, I jumped towards his arms. When he took me to the shop, on the counter, there was a file and a reservation list. I'm sorry, we have lots of reservations for tomorrow, so I can't really play with you. Takuma placed me inside the basket. It's the work that he can't let me work on. I wish I could be his support more. I was quietly watching Takuma sitting on the stool, and I curl up on the towel. I could smell soap. It smells nice. I slowly breathe it in, and I look up at Takuma. He looks tired, but he seems to be writing happily. Takuma looks happy. Takuma realized that I looked curious. He stopped working and checked on me with a smile. I'll go on a date with a girl on my next day off, and so I wanted to finish this quickly. My ear moved. Did he just say date? It was really fun too. I've seen her in private clothes a couple of times, but I thought she's really cute.
That's so adorable. I've seen her in non-work clothes.
When I look at Takuma, he's looking at the paper, but he seems happier. Oh, when she's working hard, she looks nice. And when I see her like that, I want to support her. I'm happy, but I was getting really hot and brought my face inside the towel. Oh, and even when she was rushing when we're busy, Takuma was smiling while remembering something. Takuma, that's enough. My heart is pounding and I'm breathing out slowly. It's actually kind of
fun that you get to hear what they think about you.
But I'm glad he was looking forward to it. I looked at his face slowly. I'm relieved. I hope he can show a relaxed expression like right now in front of me when I'm a human. When I thought about that, there's always something that makes me stop. It's too much to ask if I haven't... What? It's too much to ask if I haven't told him anything about my curse, and I ask him to talk about his past. It's not going to be solved that easily, but if I spend time with him for a while, there might be a chance to talk to him. I can hear him tapping on the calculator and writing on the paper with a pen. I have some worries, but I should do things one by one. I was curling up quietly. I was getting sleepy and closed my eyes slowly. Maybe I was getting really tired after I've been transforming into a cat, but I've woken up late today. I rushed out from the shop and went home to prepare for work. The shop is busy from morning and I was dealing with our customers. What would be best to do next? I don't want to take much time to work on others. I know around that time there'll be regulars visiting. What would be the best to do next? I don't want to take much time to work on others. I was tidying up the tools and there was another customer looking at the flowers. Good, I should go to the customer. When I was thinking of dealing with the customer and Takuma tapped my shoulder. Hey, you don't have to rush. I'll deal with that customer. Can you do a bouquet for delivery? Sure, I'll work on it. After Takuma suggested, I went to the register and pushed some buttons. I thought I've learned a lot, but I guess I'm still not there yet. He's amazing and also handsome. I started working on the things he's told me and I was watching Takuma's back. I found a time that's less busy, so I was preparing for the delivery. I should put these in the case. I guess Takuma can carry this, right? Even while I was checking the reservation and I put the tools to do maintenance for our regulars, my hands stopped naturally. Takuma looked professional. Even though he's busy, he doesn't struggle to deal with customers. I admire him so much. I can't imagine him hurting anyone, but I guess when he gets mad, he'll be scary. When he was a child, he's dealt with things. Hey, your hand stopped, but are you all right? When I realized there was Takuma standing right in front of me. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm okay. I couldn't focus much. You've been having some times where you couldn't focus much. Are you all right? He looked at me worried, and I felt so bad I looked down. I guess he's looking at me more than I think. What should I answer? I was thinking I couldn't sleep. I think we should be honest. I was thinking I couldn't sleep. That's not totally true.
Also, I mean, I'm just at this point just assuming that the first choice is always the right one, but
I was thinking about something else. When I said it honestly, he looked surprised. Is it about the work? If you don't mind, I'll listen to you anytime. Don't hold it in. No, it's not about work. I'm sorry to make you worry, but I'm okay. I'll do my job properly. When I answered with a smile, Takuma touched my cheek. This shop is busier than other shops, so I might give you orders a lot, but don't force yourself too much. I can feel the warmth from Takuma's hand on my cheek. When I look up, he was looking at me. I felt my heart jump, and because of his unusual expression, I couldn't take my eyes off him. I couldn't take off my eyes him.
what?
Takuma. The phone's bell rang, so we both jumped because of the sound and picked up the phone.
We both jumped because of the sound of the phone being loud when the phone was ringing because it was making a bell noise, and we jumped and we both picked it up.
Hello, a flower shop, Flora. Sorry to bother you when you're busy. This is Saijo speaking. Mr. Saijo, hello, how are you? I was looking at Takuma while I was picking up the phone. He coughed and went towards where the flowers are.
Look how embarrassed he looked. I didn't even notice until I clicked it. My heart was beating louder.
I'd like to order a peony today. Sure. Are you coming tonight to pick up? Yes. I hope I can go in the evening. And then I'll prepare it for you by then. Thank you very much. Did you enjoy the other day? I felt my heartbeat calm down, but it started making a noise again. Sure. It was very fun. That's great. I'll see you in the evening.
No, you won't.
Sure. I'll see you later.
I mean, he's cursed to be a cat, so.
Peonies. I was taking out the reservation list to calm my heartbeat down and held the pen tightly, and then I broke it. It was almost sunset, and the shop was suddenly a lot calmer. I was working while talking to Takuma. Oh, I heard that our day off will be good weather, too. What you doing, bird? Really? Good. I hope the weather won't change this week. I hope so. It's been good weather these days, so I think it'll be good. I was looking at the houseplant at the front of the shop. It was swaying slowly because of the night breeze. It's been really busy, so it makes me relax when we're chatting about nothing in particular. Oh, my neck and shoulders hurt so bad. Sorry. I was wiping the glasses while thinking. The bell on the door rang, and I stopped working and turned around. Hi. Oh, Kohei, how are you? Did you come here to buy something? Yeah, and I also came to see you. Really? Thank you. Do you need to buy a present? No, I wanted to buy something for my room. Something I can place next to my PC. Yeah, your room is very empty. And then, what about it? Discidia? Whatever. It's easy to take care, so I'll recommend this. Whatever that word is. I have to work until late a lot, so it'll be better if it's something easy to take care of. I think you'll be able to take care of it, even if you are busy. Didn't Takuma just say it's easy to take care of? He's like, what? Nah, I need something easy to take care of. If you say so, I'll take this. Thank you very much. Can I ask you to take it over to the cashier? Sure. I took the money from Kohei and finished the payment. I'll come back again soon. Thank you very much. Take care. He sounds like Fujimoto. We gotta figure this shit out, but whatever. You know what? As far as I'm concerned, they're twins and they're the same person, because I've never seen them in the same room together. Just saying. Also never seen me and the cat in the same room together, just like you've never seen Mr. Saijo and the black cat in the same room together. Takuma is no one but Takuma, because I've seen him with everybody, but I have never seen some of the other people with each other, so they're all the same dude. Therefore, they all have the same voice. I'll see you again soon, Kohei. I waved at him to send him off. Do you go to his house a lot? I went there when he was moving, when he caught a cold. Yeah, it's good that he got a plant. Yeah, I'm glad. Is Takuma not feeling well? Look, he's like pissed. After Kohei left, Takuma didn't look too happy. I was looking at how he was, and Takuma stopped moving and looked at me. Hey, if I catch a cold, will you take care of me? Takuma looked curious. Huh? Sure. If you don't mind me going to your house, then sure. I don't mind. Thank you. Promise. Takuma talked in a very calm voice. My cheek was blushing. I feel hot around my neck, too. Is he jealous? I felt really hot. I tried to cover my cheek with both hands to stop grinning, and I went back to work. All it took was like a week. You gotta rush things when you're a cat. Your life isn't as long. The shop was getting calmer, and we finished preparing for the closing. I finished getting ready to go home, and I was talking with Takuma about tomorrow in front of the shop. I checked the time with my watch. Good, it's the usual time. All right, I'll go now. I'll see you tomorrow. If I go now, I can smoothly transform. I picked up my bag and started walking away. Can I walk with you halfway? Huh? I'm gonna stay late tonight, so I was thinking of getting some dinner too. And I heard that it's not safe recently, so I was thinking of escorting you. What should I do? Even if he said until the halfway, he'll see me transforming. When I look up, Takuma was looking at me with a smile, waiting for my reply. Just say yes. I feel guilty, but I've made a promise to meet with my friend near the station, so I have to go now. I see. Sorry to stop you. Takuma tried smiling, but he looked sad. It makes my heart ache. No, I'm sorry. I'll see you tomorrow. Takuma? I'm going to meet a girl. I remembered he was jealous at Kohei, so I said to him. Takuma looked surprised. Oh shoot, he didn't even ask me, so I didn't need to say that. So she'll understand even if I make her wait. What I mean is, even if we talk for a while, she won't be mad at me. I'm getting myself confused. Takuma started to laugh, looking at me in panic. I got it. I'll see you tomorrow. I lied again. I don't want to lie to him anymore. Sure, I'll see you tomorrow. I felt guilty telling lies and lying to him. If I had to leave, I had to leave as soon as I could. Wait, you should have said, I'm meeting a friend at the station, but you want to walk me there? Because I ran, I got to the park at the usual time. Phew. I relaxed and went to the shade of the tree. Ah! I felt dizzy again and feel numb for a moment. Huh? I'd already turned into a cat by the tree. Was it getting quicker to transform? I was feeling worried for a second and looked around to check. No one saw me, right? I felt weird. I was trying to calm myself and rub my face with my paw. Maybe I made a mistake. We took time talking in front of the shop. From the wisteria flower bed, I could smell the flower. I have to go now. I stood up and rushed to the shop. When I got to the shop, Takuma was sitting on the stool and having dinner. I think he ended up getting some food from the convenience store. He was having a bento box, looking through the file by the counter. I don't normally say this, but it's really attractive to see a person having a nice meal. When I was watching Takuma from the basket, he realized that I was watching him and he stopped his hand for a moment. I'm sorry. This is my meal, so I can't give it to you. No, that's not what I meant. Meow. Are you hungry tonight? Or is it water? Oh, wait a sec, I'll bring some. Takuma stood up and went to the back room. I'm sorry. It's really inconvenient. I was looking at Takuma from the basket when he came back from the back room. Meow. Here, I'm sorry I didn't notice. The silver dish was placed on the floor. When I went closer, Takuma stroked my head. Please don't be. Thank you very much. Meow. Takuma smiled and sat down on the stool. I started to drink water quietly. Can I talk for a little bit? Something good happened today. Something good? I was thinking of escorting her, but she said no. She apparently had plans with her friend. Takuma smiled with a chopstick in his hand. She looked in a rush and I was curious whether it was a boy or not. I didn't say anything, but she told me she's meeting a girl. Maybe I looked curious. When I look at Takuma, he had his left hand on his cheek and looked really happy. For some reason, it made me happy. It's like, I've always dreamed of dating lesbians. I'm just kidding. That's not how it works, Takuma. Jesus. No. He's like, oh, thank God she's meeting a girl. I could actually be a lesbian for all you know. You just assume. I should be happy, but it's the result after saying lies and lies. It feels awkward. I went to the basket and curled up. I felt dizzy again and fell asleep. When I woke up, I was on the basket, and Takuma's looking at you like, the fuck? No, I'm just kidding. I slowly opened my eyes. I got used to waking up on the shop sofa. What time is it? I looked at the clock. It should be around the same time I used to wake up. Supposed to. What? I was surprised and woke up. The clock is pointing to a later time than usual. We're changing faster, and we're going to start becoming a cat. Like, we're going to have to find, like, Saijo Cat, and he's going to be like, oh, did I forget to mention? You've got till the stroke of midnight. Fuck you, buddy! I am gonna cat slap the fuck out of you. Oh my god, I slept in? I went to the locker and changed. I felt that weird dizziness. I probably was tired these days. But what's this feeling? I was shaking my head to erase my worries and went back home. I was able to make it on time. It was busy today too, so I forgot about the worries. Oh yeah, and the customer who came before noon told me about that Chinese restaurant, and we're going tomorrow. And the mapo tofu is really good apparently. Really? That's great. I'm really excited. Wait, what? Wait, what? Hold on. The customer who came before noon told me about the Chinese restaurant that we're going to tomorrow. Oh, okay. I get it. I was like, what? Okay, so yeah, the customer who came before noon told me about that Chinese restaurant we're going to tomorrow. Apparently the mapo tofu there is really good. So he's like, oh yeah, so that other person came and told me about the place we're going, and they said the food that I like is really good, so that's all. Okay. That makes more sense. Okay. Yeah, me too. And that person plays tennis too, and I was asked if I wanted to. Takuma, you look like you're good at sports. Anyway, what's your hobby? And you can't answer work as your hobby. When I asked about sports, he didn't tell me. He might answer if I ask about his hobby. Hobby? Oh, workout, I think. I was happy that he answered me immediately. I see. That's why you're strong. Really? I can carry you like a princess. Do you want to try? Yes? Where's the yes, no, fuck yes? Pretty much yes? Hell yes. Those are my answers. Yes and very yes. But we're working right now.
What should I do? I want to be like, it's impossible. It's impossible. I feel like that would be me, like, Pah, sir. That is truly impossible. I doubt you can carry me at all. But she's not going to say it like that, so I'm going to go with the obvious yes, please. Yeah. The first one's always the right one, so that kind of ruins it a little bit, but it might be a good chance. Maybe I should ask. Okay, can you try? Takuma was surprised by my answer. He looked at me for a second and smiled. Oh, really? All right then, princess. Takuma reached his arm forward. I asked him myself, but I'm getting nervous. Aww. When we realized it from the doorbell, there were regulars smiling and standing in the shop. Hello. Hi, good to see you. We tried to stand apart, but I guess she saw us. Oh, you guys are cute together. Or cut together. I'm so embarrassed now. I was trying not to look awkward, pushed my hair behind my ear, and looked at Takuma. Wow, Takuma's face is all red. I'll prepare for the delivery. I went to the back room and listened to the conversation between Takuma and the regulars. I've never seen Takuma that red before. It'll take time until I can calm down. I try to gather all the tools for the delivery. In the afternoon, I took my break and went to the park with some bread. We can go a few minutes. Phew, I'm tired. I was sunbathing and sat on the bench to eat the bread. Then from the bush, a cat appeared. Meow. Oh, I haven't seen you for a while. I'm glad you're doing well. Do you want to have some bread? Meow. I gave some bread to the cat that's rubbing its body into mine. When I tear some bread off, it started eating. Anyway, even if I can turn into a cat, I can't understand what other cats say like that black cat. That's weird. Meow. Is it delicious for you? Good. I started eating again and thinking when I can break this curse, and then she's like, if every cat I'm feeding, are you a person in the cat body of a cat? A kiss with someone I really love. I kept on thinking about Takuma, but my thoughts were going around in circles. The black cat said it like that, but it doesn't go that easy like a movie or an anime or an otome game. Right, it's going to take like 7 days. Oh no, every time I think about this, it makes me worried. The stray cat wrapped its tail around me after having the bread while I was still thinking. Thank you. I know I shouldn't be this worried. I tried to refresh my mind and tried to gather my trash and got up. I should go back early. Meow. See ya. I crouched and stroked the stray cat's fur and left the park. All right, Takuma decided to close the shop early today, so we started packing up earlier than usual. Takuma, I'll see you tomorrow. Yeah, good job. I guess I'll wake up inside the shop. I should go home quickly and get ready. Takuma nodded happily, and I was thinking about tomorrow morning. Oh yeah, you keep forgetting stuff at the shop, especially the day before your day off. Have you got everything? It made my body nervous. I see. He remembers about the last time. If I'm going to say it, then I should say it now. I think I'll be okay for today. Oh, and about the white cat. Can I come to check her in the morning on my day off? Takuma looked so surprised and blinked a couple of times. But it's your day off, so isn't it too much? Not really. I'll go back home after I take care of her. Takuma didn't really agree with me. I want to get along with her. I always see her before we open the shop, so I haven't spent time with her. And also, you think of her preciously, so I want to get along with her. I needed to say this to avoid him. It's not a lie that I want to know about people that Takuma cares. It's not a lie that I want to know about people that Takuma cares about. But, of course, it's a mixture of the truth and a lie, so it makes me feel guilty. Okay, and then can you do that for me? Sure. I'm in good hands. Then I'll go now. I'm really excited about tomorrow. Takuma watched me going and I left. I was checking a time with my phone and walked towards the park. I finished early, so I don't have any problem, right? When I'm alone, I get worried like in the morning. The moment I looked around and went through the entrance. Felt dizzy again for a moment and I closed my eyes. When I opened my eyes, I was already a cat. Why? Why am I turning into a cat this quickly? I was getting surprised and worried at the same time, and I was standing still at the entrance. Hey, you! I was called by someone and I was standing really nervous. Did anyone see? I
was trying to hide and I put strength on my back feet. Wait, I won't hurt you. There was a sound coming out from the bush. I was getting nervous and trying to look who that was. And there was that black cat. Okay, so it was Saijo. I was watching you for a while. And your curse is getting stronger. See, that thing is exactly like it. Yeah, he's totally him. I was so surprised that I couldn't even talk. I see. And the time for your transformation is getting faster, too. The black cat is coming closer. Then I calmed down a little bit. Meow! Meow! Wait, right now you can't talk with human words. The black cat sat down elegantly. But you have to hurry now. If you don't reverse your curse soon, you'll turn into a real cat. No! What are you waiting for? Go now. I'm shocked and confused that my ears are hot, but my paws are cold, and I'd be like, you just now tell me this, you asshole? Paw slap him. Back paw him. Show him the back of your paw. I warned you now. You need to go through on your own. Wait, don't go! I had so many things I wanted to ask, but the black cat looked away from me. And don't make a mistake. The black cat jumped. The black cat disappeared all of a sudden. How come our curse is getting stronger and we're going to permanently be a cat, but he's not permanently a cat because he's obviously been cursed longer than us? I was scared after the black cat left that I ran as quickly as I can. When I saw the lights at the shop, I felt safer that almost made me cry. What should I do? I ran into the shop without slowing down. Okay, this is a point where we'll stop. Because we're over time, and I was like, maybe I think we're in chapter 7, I think. So this will probably only be maybe a few minutes longer. I doubt it'll be that much longer. But the next part will probably be kind of short because we have if we're in chapter 7, like I think we are, we only have chapters 8 and then our end chapter 9, and then we can do his other ending. But, I mean, I guess it really depends on how long the next part is. Maybe we'll just do the other end, because the other ending might be short. So maybe we'll just do them at the same time. I usually reserve that, like, hey, we got our good ending, and then the next time we'll get, but it's only a normal ending, so it's not like it's a bad ending, so maybe we'll just do it all in the same. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, I will see you guys next time. Remember to give the video a big thumbs up and subscribe to see more.